everyone. This is Anna with Resound School of Music from Surrey, British Columbia. We're going to talk a little bit about different areas, I guess, of our body, you could say, that we can resonate our sound with. And actually, the objective of this little exercise that we're going to go through is to kind of bust open the ideas that we have about our voice. Actually, if you think about it, if you've ever heard babies babble or kids screaming in the playground, they've got huge voices. They've got crazy high notes, low notes. They can yell way across the field, you know? And so what we do as we get older is we condense our sound and our range until we've got this. And this is what we think our voices are. So we're, 25 years old and we have this available to us. Whereas actually we have all of this available to us. So this exercise that we're going to go through briefly is goofy and it's really kind of silly. And so you have to just kind of relax and get into it and just try out some stuff. You'll be surprised at some of the sounds that you can make. So I learned this particular technique from a man named Richard Armstrong, who's a beautiful, amazing teacher. And I spent 3 days, full days with him in a workshop. And so I'm going to try and just give you a little taste of those 3 days in this 10 minutes. So we've got these kind of different areas where we can resonate with. We've got this area, right, in our face, our sinuses, our cheekbones, our face kind of. You could think of it as our nose-face resonator. Okay, and then you've got a chest, open kind of chest sounding resonator. And then we've kind of got our hips and our belly kind of resonator, right? And so in what Richard taught me is that this is an elf, right? So we're going to do a little bit of role playing. And so this is your elf, right? It's very loud and it's kind of those people that we don't really want to listen to very often, right? But actually it's a really powerful place for us to sound from. So this is an elf. This is a diva, right? People very important, very big and open and grand. Yes, very, very important people, right? Speak from here. And then we've got the Duchess or the Duke. And this could be Devo too. So, and these people are like, hey, how's it going? And they really shoot from the hips all the time. And they really mean it, right? So, and often these people you'll start to notice people who speak and they resonate with these different places, right? So there's people that resonate with this when they talk. There's people who resonate with this chest chamber when they talk, and there's people who resonate with this kind of chamber when they talk, right? So why don't we just try a little exercise to just kind of get into this? First of all, just talk to yourself a little bit, okay? Just like have a little conversation with yourself and just kind of you can kind of put on a little bit of an elf face to help yourself find it. And you just have a little, even just say hey, how's it going? Yeah, great. How are you? Good. Awesome. Hey, you gone to the shopping center lately? Oh, yeah, I went. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, so let's try a song, okay? Let's try just Mary Had a Little Lamb. This is going to be really annoying. You're going to annoy yourself. You might annoy your neighbors or your mom and dad or whatever, but just try it out, okay? So we're going to go, Mary. Okay, here we go. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. Little lamb, Mary had a little lamb, his fleece was white as snow. Okay, so that's your face resonator. Now people are like, oh, Anna, how could I possibly sing like that? And you wouldn't necessarily, although, you hear singers who don't sing with a microphone, who have to sing over top of a lot of instruments, drums. They use a lot of that resonator so that it cuts through their sound, right? So, but generally, no, we're not going to want to use all of this, but we might want to add a little bit in, right? We might want to go, summertime, right? It gives it a bit of an edge, a bit of a focus. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start to kind of use all of these and blend them. So, and the other thing that I just want to mention about this face nasal resonator is that you're not singing out of your nose. You're just using it as a place to send the sound. So there's this, and I'm kind of, the air is coming out my nose and I'm singing right out my nose. We want to avoid that. So the way you can kind of tell if you're doing that is you plug your nose. And if you're plugging your nose like this, watch. I know I'm singing out my nose because the sound is changing. If I'm just resonating here and I'm not singing out my nose, it's not really changing, right? So the next resonating space that we're going to move to is our chest, right? So, and this is the diva or the divo, il divo. And this is a really big, warm, open, kind of inviting, sending all of your sound out to your audience, right? So this is very important. So talk to yourself a little bit and do the actions. It helps yourself, it helps your voice get into your body. So yes, I'm very, very important person. Yes, I am. I'm going to do a show. I'm going to show you all how amazing and important I am, okay? So you feel a little buzz in there, just like you felt in here when we were doing this. So let's try Mary Had a Little Lamb here. Let's start there. Ready? Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. His fleece was white as snow. Right, so it's this big kind of inviting. It's kind of an inviting sound. So then we move to the Duchess or the Duke. And this is like shooting from the hips. Hey, how's it going? Right? So, hey, you know, like have a little chat with your friends. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, did you go down to the movie theater? Did you see that new movie? Right? It's all kind of, you can kind of feel it in your low abdomen and in your hips, right? That's where the sound is coming from. And it's also like if you think of blues singers, like, whoo, that really, or say like a big opera singer, right? That kind of full, rich sound. So let's just try Mary Had a Little Lamb there. Let's start there, ready? So sink down. For this one, I almost think about going into the floor a little bit, okay? So, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. His fleece was white as snow. Yeah, so you've got these three. You've got the elf, you've got the diva or the divo, and you've got the duchess or the duke. And so what you can start to do is have fun, play around with it. You know, like our voices should be fun instruments for us to just fool around with. We shouldn't take them, in a way, we shouldn't take them so seriously. We just should have fun with it, right? So, and then you can start to mix it. So and this is where you can start to bring all these resonating chambers together, because that's ultimately kind of what we're going for. So then start playing with Mary Had a Little Lamb, start going, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. His fleece was white as snow. Right? So just play around with it and have a lot of fun. And you'll be surprised at what kind of big, beautiful, crazy sometimes sounds you can make. And you can start incorporating pieces that work. Like sometimes I think, oh, that note is brilliant with some of this or some more of this. And you can start to shape it so that all of these places can work for you and your voice.